Well, awesome. Here we go. And welcome back, everybody. This is going to be an uncut, just solo podcast for today. You're not going to see any editing or amazing, video transitions. It's just going to be me talking to you one on one about the amazing topic of AI, right? So let's talk, right? If you don't have a chat GPT or another AI tool helping your practice grow right now, what are you doing? This isn't some far off, future. It's happening now. AI isn't just changing industries like, real estate or law or e-commerce. It's changing how patients find care, how they make decisions and essentially choose you or your competitor. So this isn't a hype. It's really a wake up call. So I'm going to jump in here and just start talking about what I consider to be the AI wake up call. So let's get something straight right out of the gate. AI is not coming. It's here. And no, this isn't just ChatGPT writing college essays or making funnier poems about subluxations. I'm talking about AI replacing how people search, how they decide, and at the end, really trust. So let me hit you with a stat. Hold on to your seats for this. 72% of consumers say they trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. Crazy, right? Now pair it with this. 81% of people say they'll research a business online before ever picking up the phone or even walking through the door. Crazier, right? Now imagine how that looks in today, in this year, like in 2025. It's no longer someone Googling chiropractor near me. It's a voice assistant saying, based on your location, search history, and your recent shoulder mobility tracking data, I recommend Dr. Carter. She's rated 4.9 stars, specializes in sports rehab, and can see you Thursday at 3 p.m. You think I'm exaggerating? Think again. Apple just released a health feature that tracks your walking symmetry. AI doesn't just know you're hurting, it knows where and how you're hurting. So unless your front desk staff can, read minds and whisper to people's phones while they're scrolling Instagram, which I'm sure some of them are as talented to do so, which is why you hired them. Honestly, AI has a serious head start. Okay, I need you to think about that. Let me give you a real world example. There's a company in Portugal, didn't even exist a few years ago. They built an AI bot to handle real estate inquiries. And in under 18 months, that AI bot helped them do over $100 million in sales. I'm not telling you that if you do what they do, you're going to get $100 million in sales. I am just telling you that to show you what AI can actually do. And they did that not with a team, not with 100 cold callers, one AI system. Come on. And here we are in the chiropractic space still debating whether we should post a third-party article in our on our Facebook page or not. I mean, I love you guys, but come on. We've got to wake up. Because AI isn't just changing how people search, it's changing how they decide. If you say, order pizza, and Alexa sends you to Domino's, guess what? That restaurant that didn't integrate with voice AI loses that sale. Same goes for you. If someone says, I need a chiropractor, and you haven't fed Google or Alexa or Siri or ChatGPT the data to recognize you, you've already lost. That's just the truth of the matter. You're not invisible because you're not good. you're invisible because the machine doesn't know you exist. Does that make sense? Let that sink in for a minute. This is deeper than just marketing. This is existence in a digital first world. I mean, we've been saying this for years now. It's getting more and more real. And because of how fast AI is advancing, it's getting even faster and faster. According to McKinsey, AI will automate up to 30% of tasks in health-related industries by 2030. I think that is a conservative number, if you ask me. But that's going to include things like triage, appointment scheduling, documentation, and follow-up care. So my question to you is this. Will you be the chiropractor who uses AI to amplify your impact, or the one explaining to your spouse why the tables are empty next month? Let's not wait for the wake-up call to be a crisis, right? Okay, so now that we're clear, AI isn't a nice to have, but a survival tool, let's shift gears. I want to talk about how chiropractors are using AI right now, from front desk tasks to content to patient follow-ups, and why it's not as hard or expensive as you think. If you're ready to get tactical, let's dive in. All right, so now that you're awake, I hope you're awake. If not, please do one of these or drink some coffee or something. Do not drink an energy drink. We know how bad those are for you. But let's talk about what you can actually do with AI starting this week. I'm not here to sell you some overhyped Silicon Valley gadget that you'll never use. I'm talking about real chiropractor-friendly tools that are already changing the game for practices just like yours. So let's break it down. You've got smart chatbots. You ever get a message at 11 p.m. asking, do you take walk-ins? And then the front desk isn't answering until 8 a.m. tomorrow, which makes sense. Well, AI doesn't sleep. There's tools out there that will do this for you. You have things like ManyChat, Tidio, Go High Level is another one. You can drop a chatbot on your website or Instagram that replies immediately. And we're not talking about robotic responses either. Like, hi there, we'd love to help. What brings you in? Neck pain, sciatica, or something else? The chatbot collects symptoms, asks when they're available, and even books the appointment. It's like your CA cloned herself and became superhuman. Now, I'll also toot my own horn here. We have our own product that surpasses the ones I mentioned when it comes to AI chats. I'm sorry, I had to do it because I have a good product. Anyway, moving on. AI scheduling, right? You're going to say goodbye to those empty gaps because, well, we all hate those annoying gaps in the calendar. Not just chiropractors, everyone, all business owners do, but someone cancels the last minute and there's no one to fill that slot, right? So, but with AI enabled tools, you can actually send an automated message, to like a wait list of patients and offer them that slot without lifting a finger. You can create these workflows to do this for you. One clinic I work with reduced their unfilled appointments by 30% in the first month just by adding smart rescheduling logic. And guess what? AI can even prioritize high-level patients, ensuring that family of 4 with monthly visits always get like the prime time, if that's what you want to do. Okay, review automation, your secret weapon. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you asked a happy patient to leave a review? Now compare that to how many reviews your competitors have, I should say. You've got tools or even built-in tools in your CRM. You can automate the entire process. For example, hi Sarah, so glad your headaches are improving. Would you mind helping us by leaving us a quick review. It helps others find care like you did. Here's the link. The AI adapts the message based on their last visit and tone of feedback. Less awkward follow-up, more social proof, right? Start time, businesses with 100 plus reviews get, or I said start, I meant stat. See, like I said, this is uncut, so you're welcome for the blooper. But the stats on this is businesses with 100 plus reviews get 250% more clicks in local search results. And yes, that includes you. Now, you also have the content creation, right? You can say goodbye to blank page syndrome, right? You know you should post more, but let's be honest, between running your clinic and trying to have a life, God forbid you try to have a life, writing a blog or crafting a real caption just doesn't happen. AI to the rescue. You've got tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, Copy.ai. You can type, you can write a 200-word blog post on how chiropractic care helps migraines in teens. Boom, done in seconds. You edit, you personalize, you hit publish. You want 10 Instagram captions in your voice? Ask. Write 10 social media tips for parents bringing kids in for back-to-school posture checks. I don't know, whatever it is that you do. And then AI will even suggest emojis, hashtags, call to actions, or CTAs. So you go from invisible online to thought leader on autopilot. And then, of course, you have your AI ad copy, right? You have image generation. And it's like a professional without paying for a pro. You're running ads, but you're tired of guessing what works. You let AI write 10 versions of the same offer. I'm personally not a huge fan of the, $50 first visit thing. But if that's what you do, you try this. You say, get $29 for first visit. Okay. Then that becomes feel better now for just $29. Or your step to pain-free starts here, whatever. And you do a bunch of A/B testing that used to take hours. Now AI platforms with ad creatives and all that, they run it all in the background. And then you need more images too. You create clean, professional graphics, no designer needed. There's the DALL-E platform, right? Through ChatGPT and so on. Trust me, even if you still use Comic Sans, AI's got your back. You know who you are. You're not replacing yourself. You're replacing the repetitive, time-sucking admin work with smarter tools. That means more time adjusting patients, less time chasing leads, rewriting captions, or wondering if someone left you a Google review, right? So we've talked about tools, but let's zoom out, okay? In this section, I want to walk you through what the entire AI-powered patient journey looks like. From that first voice search all the way to long-term retention, and how you can plug in at every step. Because trust me, once you see the full picture, you won't go back. So let's dive in. Let's stop thinking in pieces for a second and look at the full patient journey, but through the lens of AI, because this is where things get real. All right, so step one, awareness. Someone's in pain. That's the start of 90% of chiropractic journeys. I wish that wasn't the case because of how I feel about chiropractic care. Instead of it being a reactive thing, it should be more preventative, but that's another story. But 90% of chiropractic journeys start there. But instead of asking their neighbor for a referral or walking into a clinic, they grab their phone and they say, "Hey Siri, find a chiropractor for hip pain near me." At this point, AI doesn't ask you who's the best. It pulls from review volume, relevance, proximity, posting activity, keyword content on your website and GMB. And of course, like we talked about before, your LLM.txt file that will sit on the root of your website. And if you're invisible here, you're already out. And let's be real, the number one search result on Google gets 10 times more clicks than number two. It's not a popularity contest anymore. It's digital life or death. Step 2 is the consideration. The top 3 results get clicked. Now what? AI is summarizing your reviews, your bio, your photos, and even blog content. Did you post about prenatal care, posture support for kids, sciatica? If you did, congrats. AI uses those signals to build a reputation profile that says, this chiropractor is trusted, responsive, relevant, and active. If you didn't, you're a ghost with a license. Ouch. Adjust your digital spine, doc. You're out of alignment. Step 3 is the conversion. Let's say the patient clicks on your link or Google business profile. What happens next? AI can offer click to schedule buttons, automated chats for frequently asked questions, same day appointment options, intake form, pre-fill, SMS confirmations and reminders. No games, no call us for availability, just instant gratification. That's what the modern patient wants. In fact, according to Accenture, one of the top consulting agencies out there, 77% of patients say the ability to book online affects who they choose for care. You don't need to compete on price. You have to compete on ease. Very common conversation in my world. Step 4, follow up and loyalty. You gave an amazing adjustment, great care package, wonderful, great, awesome. But if you don't follow up, AI will. Hey, Dr. Kim, thanks for helping me. Thanks for helping with my back pain. What's next? If your system doesn't have or doesn't message them, their phone will show an ad on for your competitor. That's how fast AI marketing is working behind the scenes. But if you use tools, you can the AI tools that you need, you can automate them. Re-engagement emails, monthly posture tips. Again, we have products that align with all of this, right? Birthday texts, re-exam reminders. You become top of mind without being pushy. And here's the best part. AI remembers everything. Unlike me, their visit history, preferences, even whether they like mornings or afternoons. That's not creepy. That's care at scale. So you've seen how AI interacts at every stage of the patient journey. But here's the kicker. None of it matters if your brand isn't strong, because in the world we're entering, patients who choose the best provider, they'll choose the most recognizable one. Little tongue twister for me. I'm going to say that again, make sure I got it right for you. So because in the world we're entering today, patients will not choose the best provider. They'll choose the most recognizable. Your brand has to be strong. Let's talk about the brand, and let's talk about why brand is survival in the age of AI. So brand is now everything. Let's take a breath and get honest about something. In an AI-driven world, being the best chiropractor isn't enough. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth, and you have to hear it. You must be the most known, the most trusted, the most relevant. That's what we call brand. And in a world where AI is choosing what patients see first, you either have one or you're forgotten. AI doesn't care about your technique. I'm sorry to tell you that. I do. But AI doesn't. It doesn't know how you've been adjusting for 18 years or that you do mission trips in Guatemala. It only knows what you've fed the machine. So Here's the thought experiment. If AI was your only referral source, would it refer you? I'm going to use a little funny example here. Pizza. If I say, hey, Alexa, send me a pizza, it'll pick whatever most optimized. My Alexa just went off. It'll pick, Alexa, stop. Again, uncut. You're welcome. It'll pick whatever's most optimized. But if I say, hey, you know who, order from Pizza Hut, that brand wins. Same for you, right? Find me a chiropractor near me, random Google pick. Find me Dr. Taylor, the pediatric chiropractor in Charlotte, North Carolina. Game changer. That's the power of brand training AI to remember you by name. How do you build that brand? Oh, great question, Doc. Let's break it down. You've got consistency, right? Be active on your platforms, weekly posts, monthly blogs, frequent reviews, then clarity. This is very important. You got to nail your niche. Don't just say, I help everyone. Say, I help athletes move pain-free without meds, or maybe your focus is pediatric, etc., so on. You get the picture. And then it's connection. So you have consistency, you have clarity, and then you have the connection. The connection, you want to share stories, video testimonials, behind the scenes, and then AI promotes what engages. Don't hide behind the stock photos. You're not invisible, you're not invisible in your clinic. Don't be invisible online. People want to see the real deal, the real you. And here's the good news. You don't need 100,000 followers. You just need recognition in your zip code. I hope you heard that. Be so well known locally that when someone types chiropractor, the AI says, oh yeah, I know just the one. So, now that you see it, or I hope you see it, as far as how AI supports the journey and how brand makes sure you're chosen, I hope you're getting that picture. But now I want to bring it all home in this kind of next topic here. I'll walk you through a simple 30-day chiropractor AI action plan. Step by step, no fluff, just moves you can make this month to own your space. Ready to shift? All right. I hope you take action. Let's go. All right. You've seen what AI can do. You've seen how it shapes decisions, automates workflows, and builds trust, right? But here's the $1 million question. What should you actually do next? Let me hand you that Chiropractor's 30-day AI action plan I just mentioned. No fluff, no overwhelm, just 5 clear steps. Step 1, access Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever your flavor is. Why? Because this is where it all starts. ChatGPT is like having a marketing intern, SEO strategist, and ghostwriter in your pocket. Spend 15 minutes a day just asking questions like, how can I get more pediatric patients with local SEO? Write a caption for my Facebook post about scoliosis awareness. Give me 5 reactivation email ideas. You'll go from overwhelmed to over prepared in less than a week. I guarantee it. Then run a visibility audit. Google yourself. Seriously, grab your phone and search chiropractor near me, right? Prenatal chiropractor in your city. For me, I would say prenatal, not that I would need it, but prenatal chiropractor in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Do you show up? Does your name pop up on the map? How many reviews do you have? Use tools like Bright Local, ChiroPulse IQ. Yes, that's our product. There's a lot out there, but we're the best, of course. But you can't fix what you can't see, right? You can't fix what you can't see, so Google yourself. Seriously. And then step 3, I want you to automate one process. Don't try to Aify, if that's a word, or I just made it up, your whole business overnight, start small. Pick one of these: your review requests, appointment reminders, missed call texts, new patient follow-ups, right? Use the platforms that we've mentioned earlier to automate that. Or call me and I will give you the platform to use where you can automate it. It's that simple. And it's not expensive, no matter what they tell you. But once it's set up, it runs. Anyway, sorry, I get passionate because anyway, automation doesn't mean impersonal, it means consistent, and that's what we're shooting for. Okay, step 4. You want to post one piece of AI-supported content per week. You don't need to become a full-time content creator. Use AI to write a quick blog post on your specialty. Draft an educational caption. Turn a patient success story into a carousel for Instagram. One doc I know used ChatGPT to write a parody rap about posture. It was awesome. Sense the sarcasm in my voice. Don't overthink it, guys. You can build trust while being yourself. AI just saves the time. And who knows, maybe that rap will go viral one day. Step 5, you want to track your progress like a pro. This is the piece most chiropractors skip, right? You want to track website visitors, review count, form submissions, booking volume, all of that. If you don't like spreadsheets, you use our dashboard. I have a very, very, very affordable entry point, and you can monitor your entire business. What you track grows, what you ignore decays. It's that simple. Sorry, I keep plugging my products. I apologize, but there's other products out there. Feel free to search them out, but they all exist to help you automate your processes. Now, here's a quick recap. You're going to get ChatGPT or whatever flavor you're into. You're going to audit your visibility. You're going to automate one thing, post one piece per week, and track it all monthly. 5 steps. If you do this consistently for 30 days, your online presence will feel completely different, like flipping on the lights in a dimly lit practice. So maybe you're still skeptical. That's fair. Very fair, actually. You might be thinking, does this actually work for real chiropractors and not just tech-savvy influencers? Amazing question. I love your questions, by the way. Keep them coming. Kidding. Let me introduce you to some real practices who use this exact approach and saw real-world results. Let's look at a few stories from the field, okay? And I am not using their real names for my own reasons. A couple of them are within reach of each other outside of the radius, but they didn't want me mentioning their names because of competition, which I understand. So Dr. Melissa, not her real name, runs a small pediatric clinic in North Carolina. Not really in North Carolina. But before AI, she had 22 Google reviews, a Facebook page she hadn't updated in like 3 months, and a front desk team struggling to keep up. What changed? She implemented AI-generated review follow-ups, used ChatGPT to write her about section for GMB, added 10 blog posts over 2 months with SEO keywords suggested by AI. Results: jumped to 103 Google reviews, ranked number 1 for pediatric chiropractor near me, and grew from 18 to 52 new patients in a month. Right? Yeah. Another case study is a sports chiropractor who showed up everywhere. Dr. Leo, not their real name, Arizona, not the real state, treats CrossFit athletes and runners. He was skeptical at first, but decided to test AI tools for creating videos, explaining common injuries, scheduling weekly Instagram posts with AI written captions, running Google ads with automated A/B split testing. Results: over 4 months, his website traffic tripled, and he became the go-to speaker for local gyms. Best part, he did it all while still seeing patients full time. Case study 3. Doctors Mark and Julie, not their real names, run a family-focused clinic in Texas, not the real state. They didn't want to hire more staff, but they were maxed out. What they did, automated all intake reminders and no-show follow-ups. They used AI to generate monthly newsletter content, I should say, and added a chatbot to their site to pre-screen leads. And their results, they claimed or reclaimed 10 plus hours a week, first and foremost, and then increased bookings by 35% without hiring a single new team member. These aren't unicorns. These are everyday chiropractors who said, I'm willing to try. And because they did, they're seeing growth, consistency, and margin in both time and income. You don't need to do everything all at once. You just need to do something consistently. AI isn't here to take your seat. It's here to hold your tools while you serve more people. Make sense? So the only question left is, are you ready to step into it? I want to slow it down here for a second. We've covered a lot today. AI tools, automation, SEO, branding, strategy, case studies. It's a lot to take in, I know. But I want to zoom in on something bigger than marketing. This isn't just about growth hacks or shiny new platforms. This is about your legacy. You didn't go through school, long nights, board exams, CE credits, and practice building headaches just to be buried under a pile of should-haves. You're still in this profession because you care about people, because you believe in healing, because you know that the nervous system is the getaway to potential. I don't know why I said it that way. And it's not really a getaway, it's a gateway. Wow, that's a nice blooper for you, but because you know that the nervous system is the gateway to potential. And you've seen lives change through your hands. But here's the hard truth. Even the best chiropractor, the best healer conduit, I call you guys, can be overlooked if one knows where to find your competitor. Or even the best chiropractor can be overlooked if no one knows where to find them. And that's what AI is doing. It's not here to replace you. It's here to decide who gets seen first. And unless you're feeding it the right signals, your stories, your reviews, your expertise, it will default to someone else. I'm going to lean in here for some effect. So if you're watching this on video, dramatic approach to camera. Let that sit in for a second, guys. The patient you're meant to help might never find you. Not because you weren't good enough, but because the algorithm didn't know your name. You don't need to be a tech wizard. You just need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to take the same energy you put into mastering the adjustment and apply it to being discovered. Because AI knows your name. But you need to bring it to the forefront. And when AI knows your name in that way, it doesn't just help you. It helps the people still out there searching for answers you already have. This isn't about being trendy. This is about being present in a digital world that's moving faster than ever. And trust me, the moment you start showing up intentionally, AI or not, everything begins to shift. Your schedule fills, your brand grows, your stress drops, and your mission becomes scalable. You've already got the hard part down. Think about this. You already know how to transform lives. You already have the tables, the tools, the talent. You already built something from nothing. AI is just the amplifier. It's the megaphone, the digital chiropractic assistant that never sleeps, the behind the scenes engine that keeps you showing up where people need you the most. All right, let's land this plane. So here's the final adjustment I'll offer you today. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't wait for someone else to do it for you. Don't wait for the competition to pass you by. Just start. Start messy. Start simple. Start scared if you have to, but start. AI won't replace chiropractors. I know you know that. But chiropractors who use AI will replace the ones who don't. Make sure the future knows your name, knows your brand, knows who you are, because the world needs your care. And if we get this right, you won't just grow your practice, you'll help more people than ever before. And that's the real win. And I'll leave you with this. First of all, I hope this was good content for you to take in. Please apply what we talked about. But if you need help, I'm here. We're here. If you need help getting started, we've got tools. We can help you with an audit that'll show you exactly where you stand. No pressure, no pitch. I promise. Just clarity. I'll put some links in the description wherever you're watching or listening to this. And hey, thank you. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, for watching. Because I know that means you care about your prospective patient. You care about the community and you want to make a difference. This isn't just business to me. It's purpose. And I hope you felt that today. Until next time, keep adjusting digitally and physically, because the world needs aligned leaders like you. Until next time.